Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the match between Athletic Club and FC Barcelona. This is going to be a match that is going to be played in the Copa del Rey final match that is going to be in Sevilla. This is probably going to be one of the biggest games Ronald Koeman is going to be encountering in this current season. And when it comes to Athletic Club and FC Barcelona, when it comes to these two teams meeting in the final, this is nothing new. Athletic Club and FC Barcelona have met multiple times historically, and we're talking about back in 2009 Barcelona and Athletic Club have met. Barcelona has won. Back in 2012 Barcelona have also met Athletic Club and Barcelona has won. And then back on 2015, which is probably one of the most remarkable games Barcelona has played, Barcelona did beat Athletic Club 3-1 in that final, and Barcelona won the Copa del Rey trophy. And now that we are here in 2021, Barcelona do have another chance to beat Athletic Club in the Copa del Rey final. And I do want to quickly move on towards the squad list, because if we look at the squad list here, there were many people that were actually confused on the squad list because there are many unexpected names within this list, starting with Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati is within the squad list, but the only reason why Ansu Fati will be in the squad list, it is because he's only going to be there to spectate, to support FC Barcelona and the players. Ansu Fati is not going to be playing in this game whatsoever. He is only going to be traveling with FC Barcelona and then watch from the stands. And then moving on to Felipe Coutinho, we can see that Felipe Coutinho is actually not in the squad list, and right now he is currently recovering in Brazil. As for Gerard Piqué, a player that we did not know if he was going to be featuring in the squad list, he did rush his recovery. There was many reports stating that Piqué was just going to completely take some injections in that ankle in order for him to numb the pain and go into this final. Piqué wants to play, and he is doing everything in his power in order to make it to this final. But the other question is going to be this: is Ronald Koeman actually going to be using Gerard Piqué in this coming final? Many reports have also suggested earlier this week that Ronald Koeman wants to count on Gerard Piqué within this coming final. As for Sergio Roberto is actually back into full fitness. He is going to be another player that Ronald Koeman would actually love to count on to play in this upcoming final. As for Neto is only going to be there to spectate. Neto is injured. He will not be playing in this final, only to watch Barcelona and support them. But here's what's so crazy about the amount of players that are actually going to be featuring in the squad list. Seeing how there are certain players sacrificing themselves, fast forwarding the recovery process to make it to the final, seeing that the players are still injured but still want to make it into the squad list and travel to Sevilla, this can really give you a sensation that the magnitude of this final is very huge. It is big, and it is a game that Barcelona, Ronald Koeman, Laporta, the fans, everyone in the city of FC Barcelona know that this is a game that Barcelona just has to win. And this was not an easy road. The fact that we are seeing Barcelona in the final against Athletic Club, it was not easy for FC Barcelona. Starting with the match between Granada and FC Barcelona. Barcelona did beat Granada 3-5 in extra time. And then going into the next game, Barcelona actually got beaten by Sevilla 2-0 at their home. And then as for the following leg, which was the second leg at the Camp Nou, Barcelona have made one of the best comebacks in this season, and Barcelona has beaten Sevilla 3-0. So on aggregate, Barcelona has won against Sevilla 3-2, and they went on to the final. This Barcelona team has shown that they can be winning material. But here's the thing, right? When it comes to this game between Athletic Club and Barcelona, the atmosphere and the sensations and the feeling of this final, it feels very familiar. And the reason why I am saying that, it is because Barcelona have been in games where they were in must-win situations. And it was games where they had to win this game in order to achieve 3 points, or they had to win this game to go to the next round. Barcelona have been in these final type of games in this season. Like for example, Barcelona had to face against Juventus at the Camp Nou, but they have lost 3-0. Barcelona were playing against Athletic Club in the Super Cup, but Barcelona did lose 2-3. Then going on to the next game, Barcelona lost in the first leg against Sevilla at Sevilla's home 2-0. And then going into the next game, Barcelona lost at the Camp Nou against PSG 4-1. And then lastly, Barcelona lost against Real Madrid at Real Madrid's home, which was 2-1. And many of these games were games that Ronald Koeman had to deliver. Many were saying that Koeman has to deliver. We either have to get the 3 points or win this game to go to the next round. But the point that I'm trying to make here is this: historically, with Ronald Koeman coaching FC Barcelona, when it really comes down to these important matches where it is mandatory to win, Ronald Koeman has failed. Ronald Koeman did not bring the results, and this is not to be very negative going into this game, but Barcelona right now now are headed towards the exact same direction, which is going to be a final game. And this time, Barcelona just has to deliver. And Barcelona have to get this right. And let's look at Athletic Club's form as of late. Let's look at the past 5 games Athletic Club has played within La Liga. They have not won not a single game in the past 5 games. As a matter of fact, within these 5-game time frame, on April 3rd, Athletic Club actually lost to Real Sociedad 1-0 in the Copa del Rey final. And just for the sake of not having anyone here confused, the only reason why Athletic Club and Sociedad did play in that final, it was because that final that we did see a couple of weeks ago was a final that was supposed to be played last year in 2020, but the only reason why it did not happen, it was because of COVID. But Athletic Club got knocked out. They have lost that final, and Sociedad did win the Copa del Rey for 2020. And now they're going to be having a second chance. Athletic Club are going to be coming in here with a lot of motivation because they do not want to lose 2 Copa del Rey finals in 1 year. But in the end, just assessing this squad in 2021, they have not been in their best state. And their current new coach, Marcelino Garcia, did take over of this squad in the beginning of 2021. They have started very well. They were very solid. They looked very dangerous. That is the reason why Athletic Club did beat Barcelona in a final. But ever since then, they have stumbled. And they have been stumbling all the way up until this point. And that is the point that I do want to make. I think that this is a game where Barcelona can't capitalize off of Athletic Club's horrible form. And let's speak about Ronald Koeman just for a second, right? Because I do want to lean away from this game just for a second and just talk about what could happen to Ronald Koeman. Because seeing that this is a final where it is clear that Barcelona can win this and we can actually win our first trophy on Saturday for the first time since 2019, there is going to be pressure on Ronald Koeman to deliver and to actually bring the results. And this is what makes me very nervous, right? Because like I have said earlier in this video, historically, Ronald Koeman with Barcelona, when it comes to these big matches where you know that this club has to deliver, Ronald Koeman 90% of the time does not show up. And can you imagine, right? Just imagine what it would look like for Barcelona to lose against this Athletic Club side in this final. Imagine that. Imagine what could happen right after. Because many people are going to be saying, no, Koeman is going to continue. But what do you think is going to happen right after Barcelona actually lose in this final? There is going to be tension. And there will be a lot of controversy. Because now the only thing and the only title Ronald Koeman is going to have to compete for will be for La Liga. And this is what also gets very confusing. And I do want to clear some things up when it comes to Joan Laporta backing Ronald Koeman. So Laporta has stated before in the very beginning of his era with FC Barcelona, he has made it clear that he does back Ronald Koeman. And this is what he said. Joan Laporta has told Ronald Koeman that you already know you have the confidence of this new board of directors and we want this momentum to continue. And here's what I do want to clear up. Ronald Koeman has said that these current board members that Laporta does have within this club, they do support Ronald Koeman fully up until the end of the season. But what Laporta wants to see is to see a great team and the momentum of a great team continue to grow throughout Laporta's time with FC Barcelona. If Ronald Koeman has to be out of that picture of Barcelona continuing to grow, Laporta will do so. But you see how Laporta is with his words when it comes to him speaking in public. He never ultimately just says, I want Ronald Koeman to continue in this season and for the next season. Ronald Koeman is here to stay. Laporta is very careful with his words and he would never say that because he knows that there is going to be mixed reactions. Because if Ronald Koeman fails to deliver in this Copa del Rey final, there is going to be mixed reactions within the board of directors and obviously within the fans. There will be tension. And Laporta does not want to be that man in the club to say that we're going to continue with Ronald Koeman into the next season and then sack him by the end of this season. That is something that Bartomeu historically has done with FC Barcelona, is to say things that you're not supposed to be saying in public. But here's how I do assume it's going to go down when it comes to whether Ronald Koeman is going to be moving forward with FC Barcelona, yes or no. If Ronald Koeman actually wins the Copa del Rey, but we do not win La Liga, we only win this title that we could be winning in this coming Saturday, there is going to be mixed reactions. And I do not see Laporta stating that we're going to continue with Ronald Koeman because we won this Copa del Rey. No, I do not see that happening. I see Laporta officially saying something after the season is over because again, there will be mixed reactions. Going on to the the second possibility. If Ronald Koeman wins La Liga and he also wins the Copa del Rey in one season and you win the domestic double, then yes, Ronald Koeman will continue with FC Barcelona, no questions asked. Laporta will back Ronald Koeman until the very end of his contract, which will be on June 2022. But if Ronald Koeman actually fails to win the Copa del Rey and we do not win La Liga, I do see Ronald Koeman and I do see Laporta actually sacking Ronald Koeman by the end of this season, which is why I say it is so important to actually pull off a win in this coming final between Athletic Club and FC Barcelona. And then now I do want to move on towards the next section, which is going to be, so what type of lineup could we see Ronald Koeman place against Athletic Club? Now here's the thing, I do believe that there is a certain formation where Barcelona and Koeman could actually get it right, because if you were to look at the last final between Athletic Club and Barcelona were completely demolishing the defense of Athletic Club. If you were to look at how Barcelona scored the first goal and the second goal, Barcelona were cutting Athletic Club into pieces. So that exists. The quality of Barcelona is there in order to completely demolish Athletic Club. It could happen. But the only thing that really needs to be secured would be the defensive line, because that is what made Barcelona lose in that final. So this is going to be the starting 11 we could see go up against Athletic Club. So we should expect to see Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. As for the three-man defensive line, we should expect to see Mingueza, Frankie de Jong acting as the center back, and Ronald Araujo right next and on the left side of Frankie de Jong. As for the midfield, we should expect to see Serginho Dest on the right, Busquets in the middle, Pedri in the middle, and Alba on the left. And then as you can see here, notice how I do position Messi and Griezmann right in front of Busquets and Pedri, but behind Dembele. I do believe that this is going to be the formation Ronald Koeman is going to be going for, because in the past 4 to 5 games, Antoine Griezmann and Lionel Messi have been dropping much deeper than usual, and it has been seen that Griezmann and Messi do look like, and it is very clear that they are behind Dembele, waiting to receive the ball from either Busquets or Pedri in order to find that through ball towards Dembele. Dembele will be a number 9 up against Athletic Club, and I do think that Antoine Griezmann especially could be a key player going up against this team like he was in that previous final. But that's going to be the starting 11. I know that there has been reports coming from Sport stating that we could go back into a 4-3-3 or maybe a 3-4-3. We will be getting answers by the time that starting 11 does get displayed onto the media, and we are going to be talking about how Koeman placed his starting 11 and how the match did go out. We will be having a post-match review after the match is over between these two teams. I really do hope Barcelona actually get the job done and we get our first trophy for the first time since 2019. If there was a team that I would believe to actually get this right, it would be Ronald Koeman's FC Barcelona. So again, a quick reminder, there will be a post-match review after the match is over. It is going to be here on this YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.